The coach take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the New York Jets. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Keep playing hard. It's our time. It's our time.
They'll run on first down. Benjamin, only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a handoff here to his running back. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now here's Mahomes. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On first down, Benjamin. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
57 colors, 57 colors. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Kill. Check, crouch.
2nd and 5 now. Mahomes, open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Yellow. Let's get it together. Yellow.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mahomes will find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. With that, he'll equal his receiving yards from a week ago. We're just in the first quarter. And that's a first down as well. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Where you at? Who's that?
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Seahawks 38-yard line.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Now a give right side. Benjamin. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. This now, play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Michael Badgley on for the field goal. A 55-yard attempt.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
Set, 19, 59. We want this. Check 24. Check 13. Check 5.
On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. That ball complete to Isabella. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Mike 56, Mike 56. 56 to Mike, boy, 56. Check.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And Austin Seferian-Jenkins has it. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Fielded at the 20. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
We want it. Come to my work.
On 2nd down now, Benjamin. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. I'm going to run you, Tarzan.
Now a give, right side. Benjamin. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 39-yard line.
Yellow, there's a line, right? Man, I got you. Win the rep, win the rep. Let's go, right here. Attack, attack.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Jets 3, Seahawks 0.
Fight on these two. Let's go, all day. Me and you all day. I'm coming after you. Hey, 57. Switch it, come on, switch it. Go.
On second down, Benjamin. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The last two plays, each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12.
Grace don't travel.
Now Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's who you're looking for. Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one covers 29 yards. First down. From the red zone now, Watson. They set up the screen to Penny. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. From the gun, a give to Penny. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Give them a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Watson. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer
get
this
a little
time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
They go play action here on first down. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism. Great.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Rashad Penny with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52 is the mic. 57, 57. Mike 52, Mike 52. Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
To try again after the sack. Mahomes. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Quit talking about it and bring it. 52 is the mic right here, over there, right?
Alpha. Hey, watch the slant. Mike 52, Mike 52.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Going top shot for Smith-Schuster. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's pulled in at the 32. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. Watson off play action. He's going to float this over the middle deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Von Bell. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
52's the Mike. Watch Mike.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Check. Motion to backfield. Motion to the backfield. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. Yellow.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. They'll rifle this one deep right side into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now Watson. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Second half begins with a run from Penny. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Again, it's Penny. Oh, nice move. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
This one caught by Isabella. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
56. 56. Let's go.
Mike 56. Mike
55.
Hey, pick it up, defense.
On 2nd and 9. Watson, throw left side, completes Isabella. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 26. Back in the first quarter, you said it, they need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progressed, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
On first down, it's Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Quentin Williams busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Watch the twist.
To throw is Watson. And quick throw here, that's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17, following the 2 negative plays. They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun, finding room to the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Rashad Penny, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mahomes now to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Penny, a first down carry. And some room to work. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Rashad Penny with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at their 48-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Echo, y'all playing the wrong football.
58 for Mike, 58. 58 for Mike.
I got you. Yellow. I got you.
Hey, let's go.
Working from the gun, Mahomes, flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
58, boys. Smoke. 58 for Mike. I'm coming.
Mahomes going to throw. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. A gain there of 21 yards.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Sean Davis with a pick. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. Steps away to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. Well, they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away, now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
15.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike.
On 1st down, Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the interception by the Jets D leads to a touchdown. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is down to 28-10. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think you might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he tried it out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
Well, they'll run it again with Penny. That one, a first down pickup of 8. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. Now Rashad Penny. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking.
Penny. And an alley to run. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now Hyde. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
At the Jets' 35-yard line.
19.
On 2nd down now, it's Boyd. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. On the run, it's Penny. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Yellow, yellow. Check 55 to Mike. Oh, yeah. Oh, here we go again.
They go play action. Now Mahomes going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 43 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
No, check that. We got Mike 52 right here. 52. Hey, Ripple is 52 is the mic right here over there, right? 52.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Mike.
Yellow. Hey, Sunday.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. They'll keep it on the ground. Benjamin, and he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And they got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one. Hence the decline.
Yellow. Let's go on, 80. Hey, 43, 15.
Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic.
Check Mike, check Mike.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
Watch twist. 5-2.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
You better bring it. You better 43. You better bring it.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. I got one.
Mike 52, Mike 52.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Randy Gregory in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Sean Davis with a pick. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
The Seahawks got it. They did. It's Seattle football. Well, there you go. Just your everyday leading big, and you onside kick it with a lead. They got it. I mean, it worked, but interesting call.
I think because they have such a margin, they feel a little bit bolder about what they're doing. And it's not only just to try and increase their lead, but that's their way of saying we're in full control of this game, and we can kind of do what we want.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Sliding out of the pocket. Complete here. It's Hyde. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson buying time to his left. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And down inside the 10 at the 9. It's a big play there for Seattle. And even 40 yards. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Throwing now, Watson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown.
Touchdown, baby.
A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Jets 17.
Set now to kick.